And now, Vtuber Talk presents The Bee Movie. According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way that a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyway, because bees don't care what humans think is impossible. Cut to Barry's room, where he's picking out what to wear. Yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black. Ooh, black and yellow. Yeah, let's shake it up a bit. Barry takes off it's the exact same yellow and black, black and yellow, whatever you want to say. It's the same sweater as everything else that was in his closet and puts it on. He then goes to the bathroom and uses honey from a dispenser to style his hair, rinse his mouth, and applies it to his armpits. This is all, keep in mind, the same container.
Barry, breakfast is ready.
Coming! The phone rings. It turns out to be his antenna. Oh, hang on a second. He adjusts his antenna into a headset. Hello?
Barry,
Adam?
can you believe it's happening?
I can't believe it. I'll pick you up. He hangs up, sharpens his stinger in a pencil sharpener, but as will later be discussed, they acknowledge that using their stinger is fatal, so I don't know why he decides to have it at the ready like this. But anyways, looking sharp, and flies downstairs.
Barry, why don't you use the stairs? Your father paid good money for those.
Sorry, I'm excited. There's the graduate. We're very proud of you, son. And a perfect report card. All bees.
Very proud.
She ruffles Barry's hair, fuzz, stuff. Aw, I got a thing going here. I just put that honey, whatever it was in my hair.
Aw, you've got some lint on your fuzz.
Ow, that's me. Wave to us. We'll be in row 118,000. Bye. He flies off.
Barry, I told you, no flying in the house.
Barry drives his car, despite the fact that we have established that he can fly, to pick up his classmate. Adam's outside his house reading the Hive Today newspaper. The front page headline reads, Frisbee hits Hive. Internet down. Bee. I heard a sound. Then whammo. Hey, Adam.
Hey, Barry. Is that fuzz gel?
A little. It's a special day. Finally graduating.
Never thought I'd make it.
Yeah, 3 days of grade school, 3 days of high school. We were so awkward. 3 days of college. Glad I took 1 day off in the middle and just hitchhiked around the Hive.
You did come back different.
A bee calls out as they drive past. Hi, Barry. Hey, Artie. Growing a mustache? Looks good.
Did you hear about Frankie?
Yeah. You going to his funeral? Nah, I'm not going to his funeral. Everybody knows if you sting someone, you die, despite the fact that I sharpened my stinger just a couple minutes ago. You don't waste it on a squirrel. He was such a hothead.
Yeah, I guess he should have just gotten out of the way.
They make various noises as the car goes up and down some hills and does a loop on the road because this is civil engineering in a beehive and we can do this. Whoa! Ooh!
I love this incorporating an amusement park right into our regular day.
I guess that's why they say we don't need vacations. That's toxic workplace culture. Take your vacations, folks. They arrive and fly out of the car and take their seats. It is still not really clear why cars are really necessary in the first place. Boy, that was quite a bit of a pomp under the circumstances. Ha ha, I see what you did there. Well, Adam, today we are men. We are bee-men. Amen. Hallelujah. Ah.
Students, faculty, distinguished bees, please welcome Dean Buswell.
Dean Buswell walks onto the stage and taps the microphone. Welcome, new Hive City graduating class of... He presses a button to change the time on the podium from 9 to 9:15. 9:15. And that concludes our graduation ceremonies. The students cheer, throw their caps into the air, and then helmets are placed on their heads. This entire thing seems very wasteful. I don't know about you, but whatever. And begins your career at Hunex Industries. Are we going to pick out our jobs today?
I heard it's just orientation.
Well, to be honest, if we establish that they've spent their entire formative education in 9 days, 1 entire day for orientation is also not efficient. But whatever. Huh. Whoa, heads up, here we go. The stands for Winger University the students are sitting in begin converting into a tram.
Keep your hands and antennas inside the tram at all times.
She flies down to go into the tram as it starts moving and repeats in Spanish. I apologize in advance if I butcher this. Mantenga sus manos y antenas dentro del tranvía en todo momento. Wonder what it's going to be like. A little scary. He and Barry mimic shivering and make scared noises.
Welcome to Hunex, a divinage of Hunesco and a part of the Hexagon Group.
This is it. Wow. The tram moves onto the factory floor. Wow. I don't know why Barry just said wow when everyone else said wow.
We know that you, as a bee, have worked your whole life to get to the point where you can work for your whole life. Honey begins when our valiant pollen jocks bring the nectar to our hive. Our top secret formula is automatically color corrected, scent adjusted, and bubble contoured into the soothing sweet syrup with its distinctive golden glow you know as honey!
The tour guide grabs a beaker of honey as they drive by and tosses it to the group, which bounces it towards the back. That girl was hot. That girl was hot. She's my cousin. She is? Yes, we're all cousins. Right, you're right.
At Hunex, we consistently strive to improve every aspect of bee existence. These bees are stress testing a new helmet technology.
Behind a display window, a bee puts on a helmet, then runs back and forth as levers holding a rolled-up magazine fly swatter and a shoe move down and try to hit him. He's hit by a magazine, dodges the fly swatter, but then is hit by the boot, and then again by all three, followed being sprayed by aerosol from 2 cans. He signals he's okay, but then is hit by the fly swatter. And the magazine and shoe converging to strike him together. Again, he signals that he's still okay by poking a hand up through the fly swatter. And wow, that's not the job I want. The tram riders applaud. They are applauding for the demise of their fellow bee. This is very grim if you think about it.
Ooh, what do you think he makes?
Not enough.
And here we have our latest advancement, the Krellman.
Wow, what does that do?
Catches that little strand of honey that hangs off after you pour it. Saves us millions.
A Krellman worker waves, and Adam waves back. Can anyone work on the Krellman?
Of course. Most bee jobs are small ones, but bees know that every small job, if it's done well, means a lot. But choose carefully, because you'll stay in the job that you pick for the rest of your life.
The same job for the rest of your life? I didn't know that.
What's the difference?
Huh?
And you'll be happy to know that bees, as a species, haven't had one day off in 27 million years. Ooh.
So you'll just work us to death?
We'll sure try.
Everyone laughs while Barry looks deeply uncomfortable. The tram converts into a boat that flows down a log flume-style ramp with honey in it. I don't know how you can do a log flume ride when honey is as viscous as it is, but we'll ignore physics for now. Then converts back into a wheeled tram at the end. With the tour over, Adam and Barry head home. Adam jumps with excitement.
Wow, that blew my mind.
What's the difference? Adam, how could you say that? One job forever? That's an insane choice to have to make.
Well, I'm relieved. Now we only have to make one decision in life.
But Adam, how could they have never told us that?
Barry, why would you question anything? We're bees. We're the most perfectly functioning society on Earth.
A filling station attendant yells at a bee for putting the honey nozzle into his own mouth. Yeah, but Adam, do you ever think that things here work a little too well?
Like what? Give me one example.
They both stop in the middle of an intersection, and the traffic adjusts to drive around them. I don't know, but you know what I'm talking about.
Please clear the gate. Royal Nectar Force on approach. Royal Nectar Force on approach.
Wait a second. Check it out. Hey, those are pollen jocks.
Wow.
Pollen jocks, who, for those of you who haven't seen the movie, this is about the point in the movie when I stopped actually watching. They're just these big, muscular bees, like very blatantly larger than the other bees. They know what it's like going on outside the hive.
Yeah, but some of them don't come back.
2 lady bees wave at the jocks and call out,
"Hi, jocks! Hi, jocks!"
The pollen is removed from the jocks and collected into storage capsules marked nectar, then trucked away. A general flies over to welcome them.
You guys did great. You're monsters. You're sky freaks. I love it. I love it.
I wonder where those guys have just been. I don't know. Their day's not planned. Outside the hive, flying who knows where, doing who knows what. You can't just decide one day to be a pollen jock. You have to be bred for that. Right. Pollen begins drifting down around them. Look at that. That's more pollen than you and I will ever see in a lifetime. It's just a status symbol. I think bees make too big a deal out of it. Perhaps, unless you're wearing it, and the ladies see you wearing it. The same two lady bees giggle at being talked about by Barry. Those ladies? Aren't they our cousins too? Distant. 3 pollen jocks come over and observe them. Oh, and it's perfect that the Groose theme is playing right now. That wasn't even planned.
Look at these two. A couple of hive Harrys. Let's have some fun with them.
It must be so dangerous being a pollen jock.
Oh, yeah. One time a bear had me pinned up against a mushroom. He had one paw on my throat, and with the other he was slapping me back and forth across the face.
Oh my.
I never thought I'd knock him out.
And what were you doing during all of this?
Obviously, I was trying to alert the authorities. I can autograph that if you want.
A little gusty out there today, wasn't it, comrades?
Yeah, gusty.
Yeah, we're gonna hit a sunflower patch in about 6 miles out from here tomorrow.
6 miles, huh?
Barry?
It's just a puddle jump for us, but maybe you're not up for it.
Maybe I am.
You are not.
We're going at 0900 at 3 Gate.
Wow.
What do you think, Buzzy Boy? Are you bee enough?
I might be. It all depends on what 0900 means. Later, back at home that night, Barry is on the balcony, looking out at the hive.
Hey, Honix!
Oh, Dad, you surprised me.
Haha, have you decided what you're interested in, son?
Well, there's a lot of choices.
But you only get one, haha!
Dad, do you ever get bored with doing the same job every day?
Son, let me tell you something about stirring. You grab that stick, and then you just move it around, and you stir it around. You get yourself into a rhythm. It's a beautiful thing.
You know, Dad, the more I think about it, maybe the honey field just isn't right for me.
And you were thinking of what, making balloon animals? That's a bad job for a guy with a stinger.
Well, no.
Janet, your son's not sure he wants to go into honey.
Oh, Barry, you are so funny sometimes.
I'm not trying to be funny.
You're not funny. You're going into honey. You're our son, the stirrer.
You're gonna be a stirrer? No one's listening to me.
Wait till you see the sticks I have for you.
I could say anything I want right now. I'm gonna get an ant tattoo.
Oh, let's open some fresh honey and celebrate.
Maybe I'll pierce my thorax. Mom and Dad start walking away. Dad raises his glass and says,
"To honey."
"Shave my antenna."
So funny.
"Shack it up with a grasshopper. Get a gold tooth and start calling everybody dog."
I'm so proud.
Barry and Adam arrived the next morning at the job selection booth. Oof. This is going, I guess, a bit better than I expected. I'm not even sure what's going on right now.
I can't believe we're starting work today. Today's the day. Come on, all the good jobs will be gone.
Yeah, right. Dean Buswell, at his second job located at the desk in front of the Hunex job placement board.
Pollen counting, stunt bee, pouring, stir, front desk, hair removal.
Is it still available?
Hang on. 2 left, and one of them's yours. Congratulations, son. Step to the side, please.
Yeah.
What did you get?
Picking the crud out.
Whoa.
This is stellar.
Wow. A couple of newbies?
Yes, sir. Our first day, and we are ready.
Well, step right up and make your choice.
Do you want to go first?
Oh, no. You go.
Oh my. What's available?
Restroom attendant's always open, and not for the reason you think.
Any chance of getting to go on the Krellman, sir?
Sure, you're on. Status for Krellman worker suddenly changes. Oh, I'm sorry, the Krellman just closed out.
Oh.
Wax Monkey's always open, and the Krellman just opened up again.
What happened?
Well, whenever a bee dies, there's an opening. See that? He's dead. Dead. Another dead one. Dead. Deadified. 2 more dead. Dead from the neck up. Dead from the neck down. But that's life.
Oh, this is so hard. Heating, cooling, stunt bee, pourer, stir, humming, inspector number 7, lint cooler, stripe supervisor, antenna ball polisher, mite wrangler. Barry, what do you think I should... Barry?
All right. We've got the sunflower patch in quadrant 9. Geranium window box on Sutton Place.
Adam calls Barry.
Barry, what happened to you? Where are you?
I'm going out.
Out? Out where?
Out there.
Oh no.
I have to, before I go to work for the rest of my life.
You're gonna die. You're crazy. Hello?
Oh, another call coming in. Barry hangs up his antenna as Adam says,
You're crazy.
If anyone's feeling brave, there's a Korean deli on 83rd that gets theirs roses today.
Hey guys.
Well, look at that.
Ain't that the kid we saw yesterday?
Hold it, son. Flight deck's restricted.
It's okay, Lou. We're gonna take him up. Yeah.
Really? Feeling lucky, are you?
Flight crew B holds a clipboard for Barry.
Sign here, initial that, and thank you.
Okay, you got a rain advisory today, and as you all know, bees cannot fly in the rain, so be careful. As always, watch your brooms, hockey sticks, dogs, birds, bears, and bats. Also, I got a couple of reports of root beer being poured on us. Murphy's in a home because of it, just babbling like a cicada.
How awful.
And a reminder for all you rookies, bee law number 1, absolutely no talking to humans. That definitely isn't foreshadowing or anything like that. Don't worry about it. No talking to humans. All right, launch positions.
The pollen jocks begin chanting, buzz, 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 over and over again because apparently buzzing isn't what they actually say, it's something they say by choice. I don't know. As they change positions.
Black and yellow.
Hello. Are you ready for this, hotshot? Yeah, bring it on. The pollen jocks begin calling out their flight preparations. Wind check. Antenna, check. Nectar pack, check. Wings, check. Stinger, check. How do you even lose your wings or stinger or antenna? I don't know. Scared out of my shorts, check.
Okay, ladies, let's move it out.
The flight crew helps the jocks get their wings started, because apparently these are motorized or automated, I'm not sure.
Pound those petunias, you stem-striped suckers, all of you, drain those flowers.
And they all depart. Wow, I'm out. I can't believe I'm out. So blue. Whoa, I feel so fast and free. They fly amidst a bunch of colorful kites as Barry flies through one. Box kite, wow, whoa. They fly through a field of flowers. Flowers. This is Blue Leader. We have Rose's visual. Bring it around 30 degrees and hold. Roses. 30 degrees, roger, bring it around. The squadron lands, and the jocks fire their nectar packs and long tubes inject into flowers and suck up nectar. Gosh, I hope children aren't taking this as actual, science and expecting that this is how bees make honey. Otherwise, the school system's gonna have a lot to reteach. Stand to the side, kid. It's got a bit of a kick. Oh, this one is the nectar collector. You ever seen pollination up close? No, sir. I pick up some pollen here, sprinkle it over here, maybe dash it over there, a pinch on that one. See that? It's a bit of magic, ain't it? Wow, that's amazing. Why do we do that? That's pollen power, kid. More pollen, more flowers, more nectar, more honey for us. Cool. The squadron flies over a pond. Barry sees his reflection in the water, reenacting the hippogriff scene from Harry Potter. I'm kind of surprised that in this, little write-up, they very specifically call out Harry Potter. Anyways, which itself was a shot-for-shot reenactment of the eagle scene from Rescuers Down Under. Huh. Okay, neat. Things I'm learning today. I'm picking up a lot of bright yellow. Could be daisies. Don't we need those? Copy that on visual. Hold on. One of those flowers seems to be on the move. Say again? Are you reporting a moving flower? Affirmative. Freebies land to check out the objects, which turn out to be tennis balls. That was on the line. This is the coolest. What is it? I don't know, but I'm loving this color. Ah, it smells good. Not like a flower, but I like it. Yeah, fuzzy, chemically. Careful, guys, it's a little grabby. Barry lands on one of the objects and hugs it. Oh, my sweet lord of bees. Hey, Candy Brain, get off there. Problem. A woman picks up the tennis ball that Barry is stuck to and walks back to the serving line. Guys? This could be bad. Affirmative. The woman bounces the ball a few times, and Barry is still stuck to it, and says on each bounce, very close. Gonna hurt. Mama's little boy. You're way out of position, rookie. Barry screams as the woman hits the ball. Ah! Coming in at you like a missile. Help me. I didn't think those were flowers. Should we tell him? I think he knows. What is this? Match point. You can just start packing up, honey. Ha, honey. Because I believe you're about to eat it. Jackson clears his throat, distracting Ken, causing Ken to hit the ball, sending it high into the air and into the street. What? Oh, no, you cannot be serious. Yowzer! Barry gets sucked into the engine compartment of a passing car, then into the engine itself, before escaping through a hole into the car's air conditioning system, where he sees a dead bug stuck to the filter. Ew, gross. The woman in the car turns on the air conditioner, blowing Barry into the car's cabin, where she sees him. There's a bee in the car! Ah! She screams at Barry, Barry screams at her, everyone except the young girl in the back screams. Do something! I'm driving! Hi, bee! He's back here! He's gonna sting me! Nobody move. If you don't move, he won't sting you. Freeze! Everyone stays still, including Barry, who hovers in the same spot. He blinked! She gets out a can of hairspray and sprays it on Barry. Spray him, Granny! What are you doing? Barry escapes out the roof vent. Sorry, I'm sure there's probably a lot more action coming and, narration that I'm missing, but we've got what we've got here. Wow, the tension level out here is unbelievable. I gotta get home. Something moves down past him, very close and fast. Whoa! Barry sees rain starting to fall heavily. Can't fly in the rain, can't fly in the rain, can't fly in the rain. Raindrop hits him, but before he can recover, another hits him. Mayday, mayday, bee going down! Barry sees a window ledge and barely makes it there, then crawls through an open window. Ken, can you close the window, please? Huh? Oh, hey, check out my new resume. I made it into a fold-out brochure, you see? Folds out. Oh no, more humans. I don't need this. He tries to fly out the window, but bounces off it. Oof! Ow! What was that? He tries again. Maybe this time. This time. This time. This time. This time. This. Drapes. Taps the glass. This is diabolical. Showing off his resume. It's fantastic. I've got all my special skills, even my top 10 favorite movies. I'm sure none of them have a B in them. And what's your number one? Star Wars? Wait, who's Andy? I don't even remember who Andy is. Nah, I don't go for that kind of stuff. No wonder we're not supposed to talk to them. They're out of their minds. When I walk out of a job interview, they're flabbergasted. They can't believe the things I say. There's the sun. Maybe that's a way out. He flies toward a light near the ceiling, which is obviously not the sun. I don't remember the sun having this big 75 on it. He bounces off of it and starts falling, landing in a bowl of chip dip. I gotta tell ya, I predicted global warming. I could feel it getting hotter. At first I thought it was just me. And he scoops up some of the dip with a tortilla chip, including Barry, and brings it toward his mouth. Wait! Stop! B!
Kill it, kill it!
Ken grabs something to kill it. Stand back. These are winter boots.
Wait, don't kill him.
You know I'm allergic to them. This thing could kill me.
Well, why does his life have any less value than yours?
Vanessa places a glass over Barry. Why does his life have any less value than mine? Is that your statement?
I'm just saying all life has value. You don't know what he's capable of feeling.
Vanessa rips Ken's resume in half and slides it under the glass. My brochure! Vanessa carries the glass with Barry inside over to the window and releases him, all while maintaining an oddly intimate eye contact. Thank you, whoever wrote this narration, for including that particular description.
There you go, little guy.
I'm not scared of him, but yeah, it's an allergic thing. To be fair to Ken, if he's actually allergic, this seems perfectly reasonable. Hey, why don't you put that on your resume brochure? It's not funny. My whole face could puff up. Make it one of your special skills? You know, knocking someone out is also a special skill. Later, as the rain stops and the sun comes back out.
Right. Bye, Vanessa. Thanks.
Vanessa, next week, yogurt night?
Oh, yeah, sure, Ken. You know, whatever.
I could put the carob chips on there.
Bye.
Supposed to be less calories or something.
Bye.
The last of her guests have left. She shuts the door and begins cleanup. Gotta say something. She saved my life. I've got to say something. All right, here it goes. Oh, wait, is this the moment? Is this the moment? No. Barry flies back into her house through the almost closed window and stops in front of a can of Bumblebee Chunk Light Tuna. Hey, hashtag not sponsored, as Vanessa walks by, stopping right in line with the mascot. He starts to walk away and looks back, says, huh? Then turns back around to look at the mascot and says, nah, as he dismisses the picture and continues walking. Wait a minute, was that supposed to be... Nah. Barry resumes flying and lands on a postcard from Coney Island taped to the refrigerator, and again in a position where Vanessa doesn't notice him. What would I say? I could really get in trouble. It's B law. You're not supposed to talk to a human. I can't believe I'm doing this, he debates with himself. I've got to. Oh, I can't. Come on. No. Yes. No. Yes. Do it. I can't. How should I start? Say it with me, everybody. You like jazz? No, that's no good. Here she comes. Speak, you fool. Hi? Vanessa gasps and drops the dishes. I'm sorry. You're talking. Yes, I know. You're talking. I know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. No, it's okay. It's fine. It's just... I know I'm dreaming, but I don't recall going to bed. Well, you know, I'm sure this is very disconcerting. Yeah, I mean, this is a bit of a surprise to me. I mean, you're a bee. Yeah, I'm a bee, and, you know I'm not supposed to be doing this, but... Vanessa makes a small oh and noise while Barry's talking. They were all trying to kill me, and if it wasn't for you, I mean, I had to thank you. It's just the way I was raised. Vanessa grabs a fork and stabs herself in the hand. Oh, that was a little weird. I'm talking to a bee. Yeah, I'm talking to a bee. Anyway, and the bee is talking to me. I just wanted to say I'm grateful, and, I'm going to leave now. Wait. How did you learn to do that? What? The talking thing. Oh, same way as you did, I guess? Mama, Dada, honey, you pick it up.
That's very funny.
Yeah, bees are funny. If we didn't laugh, we'd cry with all we have to deal with. Anyway,
Can I, get you something?
like what?
I don't know. I don't know, coffee?
Well, I don't want to put you out, but unless you're making it anyway.
Oh, it's no trouble. Oh, it takes 2 minutes.
Really?
It's just coffee.
I hate to impose.
Don't be ridiculous.
Actually, I would love a cup. Is coffee even safe for bees? It's water. It's liquid. Whatever.
Hey, do you want a little rum cake?
I really shouldn't.
Have a little rum cake.
No, I can't.
Oh, come on.
You know, I'm trying to lose a couple micrograms over here.
Where?
Well, these stripes don't help.
You look great.
I don't know if you know anything about fashion. Vanessa walks away and begins pouring coffee onto the floor, a coffee cup in her other hand. Are you all right?
No.
Fade to Vanessa and Barry on her roof terrace talking and having coffee. He's making the tie in the cab as they're flying up Madison, so he finally gets there.
Uh-huh.
He runs up the steps into the church. The wedding is on.
Yeah?
And he says, "Watermelon? I thought you said Guatemalan."
Uh-huh.
Why would I marry a watermelon? Vanessa's more confused than amused. Barry gestures, indicating his joke is done.
Oh, is that a bee joke?
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff we do.
Yeah, different. So, anyway, what are you gonna do, Barry?
About work? I don't know. I want to do my best for the hive, but I can't do it the way they want.
I know how you feel.
You do?
Sure, my parents wanted me to be a lawyer or a doctor, but I wanted to be a florist.
Really?
My only interest is flowers.
Our new queen was just elected with that same campaign slogan.
Oh, huh.
Anyway, you see, if you look there's my hive right there. You can see it.
Oh, you're in Sheep Meadow.
Yes, you know the turtle pond?
Yes?
I'm right off that.
Oh, no way. I know that area. Do you know I lost a toe ring in there once?
Behind them, a janitor comes onto the roof and begins working on replacing a light bulb. Really?
Yes.
Why do girls put rings on their toes?
Well, why not?
I don't know. It's just like putting a hat on your knee.
Maybe I'll try that.
You all right, ma'am? Vanessa, realizing how it must look, like her talking to herself.
Oh, yeah, fine. Just having 2 cups of coffee.
Vanessa and Barry share a little quiet time. She glances aside and catches him staring smittenly, bolded by whoever did this script, thank you. Actual line from the official audio description on Netflix. Wow. Okay. Anyway, this has been great. Thanks for the coffee.
Oh, yeah, it's no trouble.
Sorry if I couldn't finish it. If I did, I'd be up for the rest of my life. Are you, can I take a piece of this with me?
Sure, here, have a crumb.
She passes one to Barry on her fingertip. I assume this was the rum cake because we don't have a full description here. Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
All right. Well then, I guess I'll see you around. Or not, or...
Okay, Barry.
And thank you so much again for before.
Oh, it was nothing.
Well, not nothing, but... Anyway. Barry extends his hand, and Vanessa touches it with her finger, and they gingerly shake. The janitor looks over and continues tightening the light bulb in the socket. It shorts, causing him to lose balance and fall backwards. The next day, at the Hunex building, hurricane survival testing is in progress. A bee wearing a parachute is in a wind tunnel.
This can't possibly work.
Well, he's all set to go. We may as well try it.
Okay, Dave, pull the chute.
Dave pulls the cord and is immediately blown backward. He slides down the wall and shakily gives a thumbs up signal. Oh, wait a minute. Is this the same poor bee that was in charge of, like, the swatting test earlier. Oh, I feel so bad for him. Anyway, Barry and Adam walk by the outside of the testing chamber.
Sounds amazing.
Oh, it was amazing. It was the scariest, but happiest moment of my life.
Humans. I can't believe you were actually with humans. Giant, scary humans. What were they like?
Huge and crazy. They talk crazy, they eat crazy giant things, they drive around real crazy.
And do they try to kill you like on TV?
Some of them, but some of them don't.
How'd you get back?
Poodle.
Look, you did it, and I'm glad. You saw whatever you wanted to see out there, you had your experience, and now you're back. You can pick out your job, and everything can be normal.
Oh, Adam, it can't be normal, otherwise we wouldn't have a movie.
Well,
I met someone.
You met someone? Was she bee-ish? Not a wasp. Your parents will kill you.
No, not a wasp.
Spider?
You know I'm not attracted to the spiders. I know everyone else, it's like the hottest thing with 8 legs and all, but I can't get past that face. Ugh.
So, who is she?
She's, a human.
Oh, no. No. That didn't happen. You didn't do that. That is bee law. You wouldn't be breaking bee law.
Her name is Vanessa.
Oh boy.
She's so nice, and she's a florist.
Oh, no. You're dating a human florist?
Ooh, well, we're not dating.
You're flying outside the hive. You're talking to human beings that attack our homes with power washers. Have you seen Power Wash Simulator? It's really, really hot with the streamers. And M80s, that's 1/8 of a stick of dynamite.
She saved my life, and she understands me.
This is over.
Barry pulls out the rum cake crumb. Eat this. He pushes it into Adam's face.
This is not over. What was that?
They call it a crumb.
That was so stinging stripey.
And that's not even what they eat. That's just what falls off of what they eat. Do you know what a Cinnabon is? Hashtag not sponsored.
No.
It's bread.
Come in here.
Opens the door to the office where he works and guides Barry inside. And cinnamon.
Be quiet.
And frosting. They heat it up.
Sit down.
Really hot.
Listen to me. We are not them. We're us. There's us and there's them.
Yes, but who can deny the heart that's yearning? Oh boy, he's admitting it real early, isn't he? This guy's got it bad.
There is no yearning. Stop yearning. Listen to me. You've got to start thinking bee, my friend.
Another bee joins in. Thinking bee! Thinking bee! Thinking bee! Thinking bee! Thinking bee! That's not creepy at all. Outside his house, Barry sits on a raft in his family's hexagon-shaped honey pool, legs dangling into the honey. Mom and Dad approach, wearing cabana-type outfits, sun shining behind them.
There he is. He's in the pool.
Do you know what your problem is, Barry? I've got to start thinking bee. Barry, how much longer is this gonna go on? It's been 3 days. That's the entirety of your elementary school or your middle school, so that's years. I don't understand why you're not working. Well, I've got a lot of big life decisions I'm thinking about. What life? You have no life. You have no job. You're barely a bee. Ugh.
Would it kill you to make just a little honey?
Barry rolls off the raft and sinks into the pool. It's not quite clear how he sinks because I'm pretty sure bees would float on honey, but anyway.
Barry, come out from under there.
I assume that's supposed to be your father.
Your father's talking to you. Martin, would you talk to him?
Barry, I'm talking to you. Barry keeps swimming downward through the honey, which clears and leads him to an imaginary park where Vanessa is waiting for him, reclining on a picnic basket. Sugar, Sugar by the Archies is playing in the background. I would play it here, but that would get me DMCA'd. She swats a mosquito that lands on her, and then looks at Barry for his reaction. Both are surprised, but then laugh about it.
You coming?
Said in a sultry way. Got everything?
All set.
She gets into a one-man ultralight plane with a black and yellow paint job and puts on her helmet. She and the plane are now Barry size. You go ahead, I'll catch up.
Don't be too long.
The plane takes off. Barry soon catches up and they fly together.
Watch this.
The plane does a loop, trailing red smoke that forms a heart, then crashes into the side of a rock pile, bursting into flames. How romantic? Plane crashes are apparently romantic? Ah, Vanessa! His cry changes to bubbles escaping his mouth. Barry breaks the surface of the pool, gasping for air.
We're still here, Barry.
I told you not to yell at him. He doesn't respond when you yell at him.
Then why are you yelling at me?
Because you don't listen.
I'm not listening to this.
Sorry, Mom. I've gotta go.
Where are you going?
Nowhere. I'm meeting a friend.
A girl? Is this why you can't decide?
Bye.
I just hope she's B-ish.
Vanessa exits her florist's shop, flipping the sign over and locking the door. Barry sees the Tournament of Roses parade poster. So, they have a huge parade of just flowers every year in Pasadena. You know, this is stuff that it's been so long since I've seen the Bee movie, and I think I've only seen it once or twice, that these are things I forgot were even in the movie. Oh boy.
Oh, to be in the Tournament of Roses, that's every florist's dream. Up on a float, surrounded by flowers, crowd cheering.
Wow, a tournament. Do the Roses actually compete in athletic events?
No, all right, I've got one. How come you don't fly everywhere?
It's exhausting. Okay, so at least they acknowledge that from the car question earlier. Continuity, folks, continuity. Why don't you run everywhere? Isn't that faster?
Yeah, okay, I see. All right, it's your turn.
TiVo. Wow, that dates this movie. You can just freeze live TV? That's insane.
What? You don't have anything like that?
We have HIVO, but it's a disease. It's a horrible, horrible disease.
Oh my.
They turn a corner onto a busier street. People start swatting at Barry. Dumb bees.
You must want to sting all those jerks.
We really try not to sting. It's usually fatal for us.
So, you really have to watch your temper?
They enter a supermarket. Oh yeah, very, very carefully. You kick a wall, take a walk, write an angry letter and throw it out. You work through it like any emotion. Anger, jealousy, under his breath, lust. Barry lands on a cardboard box in the aisle. A stock boy hits him with a rolled up advertisement.
Oh my goodness, are you okay?
Yeah.
Phew. What is wrong with you? It's a bug. Well, he's not bothering anybody. Get out of here, you creep.
She slaps him with the advertisement and he leaves, muttering. What was that? A pick and save circular?
Yeah, it was. How did you know?
It felt like about 10 pages. 75's pretty much our limit.
Boy, you've really got that down to a science.
Oh, we have to. I lost a cousin to Italian Vogue.
I'll bet.
Barry stops when he sees the rows of honey jars with the name of Mighty Hercules. He stops when he sees the rows of honey jars. What in the name of Mighty Hercules is this? How did this get here? Cute Bee? Golden Blossom? Ray Liotta Private Select?
Is he that actor?
I've never heard of him. Why is this here?
For people. We eat it.
Why? He gestures around the supermarket. You don't have enough food of your own?
Well, yes,
How do you even get it?
Well, bees make it.
I know who makes it, and it's hard to make it. There's heating and cooling and stirring, and you need a whole Krellman thing.
It's organic.
It's our organic.
It's just honey, Barry.
Just what? Bees don't know about this. This is stealing, a lot of stealing. You've taken our homes, our schools, our hospitals. This is all we have, and it's on sale? I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I'm going to get to the bottom of all of this. Barry rips off the label from a jar of Ray Liotta's Private Select honey, because apparently that's the best honey you can get, or maybe it was just the closest one that he had at hand. Later, Barry's infiltrating the supermarket loading dock by covering up his yellow stripes with a magic marker and putting on war paint. Hector's opening more of the boxes of honey jars. Hey, Hector, you almost done? Almost. Barry steps in some honey. Hector stops and turns. He's here. I sense it. He grabs his box cutter as Barry hides. Barry hides in the box again. Well, I guess I'll go home now and just leave this nice honey out, with no one around. He pretends to walk away. You're busted, box boy. Aha! I knew I heard something, so you can talk. Barry flies at him, stinger first, backing him against the wall, and Hector drops the knife. Oh, I can talk, and now you're gonna start talking. Where are you getting all the sweet stuff? Who's your supplier? I don't know what you're talking about. I thought we were all friends. The last thing I want is to upset any of you bees. Hector grabs a pushpin, and Barry begins fencing it with his stinger. Ha! You're too late. It's ours now. You, sir, have crossed the wrong sword. You, sir, are about to be lunch for my iguana Ignacio. The fight continues. They cross swords and get nose to nose. Do bees even have noses? Where's the honey coming from? Barry knocks the pushpin away and puts his stinger up to Hector's nose. Tell me where! Honey Farms! It comes from Honey Farms! Barry flies over to the departing truck, dodging a bus, taxis, and a messenger on a bicycle. One driver yells at the messenger, "Crazy person!" Barry continues his pursuit, using the elastic strap on a bicycle messenger's helmet to launch himself toward the truck. He lands on the windshield, pressed against it by the wind. He sees himself surrounded by dead bugs, then works his way around them. Oh my, what horrible thing has happened here. Look at these faces. They never knew what hit them. And now they're just on the road to nowhere. The mosquito opens his eyes. Psst, just keep still. What? You're not dead?
Do I look dead? Hey man, they will wipe anything that moves. Now where are you headed?
To Honey Farms. I am onto something huge here.
I'm going to Alaska. Moose blood. Crazy stuff. Blows your head off.
I'm going to Tacoma.
What about you?
He's really dead.
All right. The driver's hand moves to the windshield wiper lever.
Uh-oh.
What is that?
Oh no, it's a wiper. Triple blade.
Triple blade?
Jump on, it's the only chance, B.
They hang on to the wiper as it moves back and forth. The moose blood yells at the driver through the glass.
Why does everything have to be so doggone clean? How much do you people need to see? Open your eyes. Stick your head out the window.
Inside the cab, the radio's playing. For NPR News in Washington, I'm Carl Kasel. I hope I pronounced his name right. I don't listen to NPR very often.
But don't kill, no more bugs.
He's flung off the wiper as the washer fluid sprays onto the windshield.
Bee!
Moose blood guy! Barry gets flung off, grabs hold of the radio antenna. A cricket flying by grabs a hold of the antenna as well. Both scream simultaneously. Ah! You hear something? Like what? Like tiny screaming? Turn off the radio. The driver turns off the radio and the antenna retracts. As it lowers, the cricket and Barry work their way to the top. Barry wins and the cricket has to let go, but then so does Barry, and he's sucked into the air horn on the top of the truck.
What's up, B-boy?
Hey, Blood! Inside the truck horn later during the drive. And it was just an endless row of honey jars as far as the eye could see.
Wow.
So I'm assuming wherever this honey truck goes, that's where they're getting it. I mean, that honey's ours.
Bees hang tight.
Well, we're all jammed in there. It's a close community.
Not us, man. We're all on our own. Every mosquito is on his own.
But what if you get in trouble?
Trouble? You're a mosquito. You're in trouble. Nobody likes us. We're all just smacking. People see a mosquito, smack, smack.
At least you're out in the world. You must meet a lot of girls.
Mosquito girls try to trade up. Get with a moth, dragonfly. Mosquito girl don't want no mosquito.
A bloodmobile passes them.
Whoa, You have got to be kidding me. Moose Blood's about to leave the building. So long, Bee.
He leaves and jumps onto the other vehicle, saying to the bugs on the windshield,
Hey guys, I knew I'd catch you all down here. Did you bring your crazy straws?
At Honey Farms, the truck stops. Barry flies out of the horn and lands on the nose of the truck. Two beekeepers walk around the backside of the gift shop. Barry follows, landing in a tree.
Then we throw it in some jars,
Put a label on them, pretty much pure profit.
What is this place?
Person's name is Elmo, so I have to do this. I don't think I'm going to do it very well, though.
A bee's got a brain the size of a pinhead.
Yeah, I can't do an Elmo voice. Sorry.
they're all pinheads.
Both laugh and Elmo says,
Pinhead!
Freddy opens a smoker box after they arrive.
Hey, check out the new smoker.
Oh, sweet. That's the one you want.
The Thomas 3000. Smoker? 90 puffs a minute, semi-automatic, twice the nicotine, all the tar. Couple breaths of this, knocks him right out. They make the honey, and we make the money. Barry flies into Freddy's hat and into the brim.
They make the honey, we make the money.
Freddy and Elmo walk onward. Freddy opens an apiary box and sprays it with smoke. Inside, the bees start moaning and gasping. Oh my. Barry flies into the open box as Freddy leaves and makes his way into an apartment. Two bees are just waking up. What's going on? Are you okay?
Yeah, it doesn't last long.
How did you two get here? Do you know you're in a fake hive with fake walls? Howard points to a picture.
Our queen was moved here. We had no choice.
This is your queen? That's a man in woman's clothes. That's a drag queen. But the walls separating the apartments are removed, revealing hundreds of them. What is this? He flies through the apartments and out into the open air. He hovers high above a tree and sees even more apiary boxes on the farm. He begins taking pictures. It is not established what he is using to take these pictures in this description. Oh no. There's hundreds of them. Bee honey. Our honey is being brazenly stolen on a massive scale. Back at home, Barry's talking with his parents, Adam and Uncle Carl. Oh, that's Carl from earlier, okay. This is worse than anything the bears have done to us, and I intend to do something about it.
Oh, Barry, stop.
Who told you that humans are taking our honey? That's just a rumor.
Do these look like rumors? Barry throws his pictures on the table.
That's a conspiracy theory. These are obviously doctored photos. Ugh.
Barry, how did you get mixed up in all this?
It's because he's been talking to humans.
What?
Talking to humans?
He's got a human girlfriend.
Oh, Barry.
And they make out. Make out? Barry?
We do not.
You wish you could.
Whose side are you on?
The bees.
I dated a cricket once in San Antonio, and those crazy legs kept me up all night. I don't even know what hot she was supposed to sound like.
Barry, this is what you want to do with your life?
This is what I want to do for all our lives. Nobody works harder than bees. Dad, I remember you coming home some nights so overworked your hands were still stirring. You couldn't stop them.
I remember that.
What right do they have to our hard-earned honey? We're living on 2 cups a year. They're putting in lip balm for no reason whatsoever.
Even if it's true, Barry, what could one bee do?
I'm going to sting them where it really hurts.
In the face?
No.
In the eye? That could really hurt.
No.
Up the nose? That's the killer.
No. There's only one place you can sting the humans. One place where it really matters. The scene cuts to the title sequence of Hive at 5 program. The title sequence shows news events covered in the past. A pollen jock coming in for a crash landing with a stinger that's on fire. A protest about bee beards, and a bear destroying a hive. Next are the newscasters. Hive at 5, the Hive's only full-hour action news source, with Bob Bundle at the anchor desk, with Storm Stinger, sports with Buzz Larvey and Jeanette Chung. Good evening, I'm Bob Bumble.
And I'm Jeanette Chung.
Our top story, a Tri-County bee, Barry Benson, is saying he intends to sue the human race for stealing our honey, packaging it, and profiting from it illegally. The broadcast shifts to another studio in a building for B. Larry King Live. Don't forget, tomorrow night on B. Larry King, we're gonna have 3 former queens, all right here in our studio, discussing their new book, Classy Ladies, out this week on Hexagon. Tonight, we're talking with Barry Benson. Did you ever think, I'm just a kid from the hive, I can't do this? Larry, bees have never been afraid to change the world. I mean, what about B. Columbus? Well, we don't really like B. Columbus much nowadays. B. Gandhi, okay, he's still pretty good. B. Jesus, that's a good pun right there, I respect that. Well, where I'm from, you wouldn't think of suing humans. We were thinking more like stickball and candy stores. How old are you? Well, I want you to know that the entire bee community is supporting you in this case, which is certain to be the trial of the bee century, because apparently bees measure time differently despite the fact that days have been used as time measurements in the past and not called bee days. Consistency, folks? Thank you, Larry. You know, they have a Larry King in the human world, too. It's a common name. Next week on B. Larry King. No, I mean he looks like you, and he has a show with suspenders and different colored dots behind him. Next week on B. Larry King, old guy with glasses, and there's quotes along the bottom of from the guests that you're watching, even though you just heard them. They're next week. They're scary, they're hairy, and they're here live. He axis. Always leans very forward, squinty eyes, very Jewish. Nighttime at Vanessa's flower shop, law books and legal forms are piled up. Look, in tennis, you attack from the point of weakness.
But it was my grandmother, Ken. She's 81.
Huh, honey, her backhand's a joke. I'm not gonna take advantage of that.
Quiet, please. Actual work going on here.
Is that the same bee?
Yes, it is. I'm helping him sue the human race.
What?
Barry enters the room and sees Ken. Oh, hello.
Hello, bee.
This is Ken.
Yeah, I remember you. Timberland, size 10.5, Vibram Soul, I believe. Why does he talk again, hon?
Listen, you better go because we're really busy working.
But it's our yogurt night.
She pushes him out the door. Oh, bye-bye. From outside the now closed door.
Why does yogurt night have to be so difficult?
Oh, you poor thing. You two have been at this for hours.
Yes, and Adam here has been a huge help. Adam is asleep, next to an empty Cinnabon box. Hey, continuity, covered in frosting and muttering in his sleep about it. Vanessa, referring to the coffee.
How many sugars?
Just one. I try not to use the competition. Ooh, so why are you helping me anyway?
Bees have good qualities.
Speaking in Italian for some reason. Sì, certo. I think it's certo. I don't speak Italian. Apologies to anyone who speaks Italian.
And it feels good to take my mind off the shop. I don't know why. Instead of flowers, people are giving balloon bouquets now.
Yeah, those are great. If you're 3.
And artificial flowers.
Oh, those just get me psychotic.
Yeah, me too.
Bent stingers, the pointless pollination.
Bees must hate those fake plastic things.
There's nothing worse than a daffodil that's had work done. Heh.
Well, maybe this could make up for it a little bit.
They exit the flower shop and go to the mailbox.
You know, Barry, this lawsuit is a pretty big deal.
I guess.
Are you sure you want to go through with it?
Am I sure? When I'm done with the humans, they won't be able to say, "Honey, I'm home" anymore, without paying a royalty. Outside the courthouse, a reporter begins her segment, talking to the camera. Sarah, it's an incredible scene here in downtown Manhattan, where all eyes and ears of the world are anxiously waiting, because for the first time in history, we're going to hear for ourselves if a bee can actually speak. Inside, Barry, Vanessa, and Adam sit at a table.
What have we gotten into here, Barry?
I don't know, but it's pretty big, isn't it?
I can't believe how many humans don't have to be at work during the day.
Hey, you think these billion-dollar multinational food companies have good lawyers? Back outside the courthouse, a policeman announces through a megaphone,
Folks, everybody needs to stay behind the barricade.
a very expensive car drives up with a license plate saying Alibi, spelled B-U-Y, and the initials LTM on the hood ornament. The lawyer gets out, sees a bug, and steps on it. Ah, we have established a villain. Inside, Barry shudders.
What's the matter?
I don't know, I just got a chill. Alright, if anyone's still in the chat, do you have suggestions for who Leighton T. Montgomery should sound like? Because I'm beginning to run out of voices. There's a lot of characters in this movie. I could go with, Super Southern, thank you. Well, if it isn't the B team. He waves a honey packet he picked up from the saucer, holding his drink. Any of you boys work on this? All rise, the Honorable Judge Bumbleton presiding. All right. Case 4475, Superior Court of New York. Barry B. Benson versus the honey industry is now in session. Mr. Montgomery, you're representing the 5 major food companies collectively. A privilege. Mr. Benson, you're representing all bees of the world. Inside and outside the courtroom, everyone leans forward, waiting to hear what he will say. I'm kidding. Yes, Your Honor, we are ready to proceed. And Mr. Montgomery, your opening statement, please. Oh, and there it is, speaks in a very heavy and exaggerated southern drawl. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my grandmother was a simple woman. Born on a farm, she believed it was a man's divine right to benefit from the bounty of nature God put before us. If we were to live in this topsy-turvy world Mr. Benson imagines, just think of what it would mean. Maybe I would have to negotiate with the sinkworm for the elastic in my breeches. Talking bee. How do we know this isn't some sort of holographic motion picture capture Hollywood wizardry? They could be using laser beams, robotics, ventriloquism, cloning. For all we know, he could be on steroids. Mr. Benson? Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, there's no trickery here. I'm just an ordinary bee. And as a bee, honey's pretty important to me. It's important to all bees. We invented it, we make it, and we protect it with our lives. Unfortunately, there are some people in this room who think that they can take whatever they want to us because we're the little guys. And what I'm hoping is that after all this is over, you'll see how by taking our honey, you're not only taking away everything we have, but everything we are. Vanessa smiles and silently claps it, and the bees in the courtroom are moved by his words. Back at the house, Barry's parents are watching on TV.
Oh, I wish he would dress like that all the time. So nice.
Call your first witness. So, Mr. Klaus Vanderhayden of Honey Farms. Pretty big company you have there. I suppose so. And I see you also own Honeyburton and Hunron. Yes, they provide beekeepers for our farms. Beekeeper. I find that to be a very disturbing term, I have to say. I don't imagine you employ any bee-freers, do you? No? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. No. No, because you don't free bees, you keep bees. And not only that, it seems that you thought a bear would be an appropriate image for a jar of honey? Well, they're very lovable creatures. Yogi Bear, Fozzie Bear, Build-A-Bear, hashtag not sponsored. Yeah, you mean like this? Vanessa and a man enter, guiding a giant grizzly bear restrained by a collar with chains attached to both sides. Well, wait a minute. If we're against bee cruelty right here, this has to be cruelty to the bear. They bring him in front of Vanderhayden. The bear lunges at him and roars. Bears kill bees. How could you think this big hairy head crashing through your... How would you like this big hairy head crashing through your living room? Biting into your couch, spitting out your throw pillows. Roar, roar.
Okay, that's enough. Take him away. Seriously, that's not nice to the bear. Vincent stops roaring. Oh, his name is Vincent. He and the man depart without incident, leaving Vanderhayden trembling, with the judge glaring at him and Leighton angrily growling to himself. Later, Barry questions another witness. So, Mr. Sting, thank you for being here. Your name intrigues me. I have to say, where have I heard it before? I was with a band called The Police. But you have never been a police officer of any kind, have you? No, I haven't. I can't remember what Sting sounds like. I'm so sorry. No, you haven't. And so, here we have yet another example of bee culture being casually stolen by a human for nothing more than a prance-about stage name. Oh, please. Have you ever been stung, Mr. Sting? Because I'm feeling a little stung, Sting. Or should I say, Mr. Gordon M. Sumner? The jury gasps. Leighton to his assistants. That's not his real name, you idiots. Later on, Barry is questioning another witness. Reading from the base of a statue that the witness is holding. Mr. Loita, first, may I offer my belated congratulations on your Emmy win for a guest spot on ER in 2005. Oh, is Ray Loita a celebrity? I'm missing this reference. Sorry, folks. Thank you. I'm guessing he played a villain or something. I also see from your resume that you're devilishly handsome, but with a churning inner turmoil that's always ready to blow. I enjoy what I do. Is that a crime? Not yet, it isn't. But is this what it's come to for you, Mr. Loita? Exploiting tiny, helpless bees so you don't have to rehearse your part and learn your lines, sir? Watch it, Benson. I could blow right now. Oh, he was on Goodfellas. Oh, okay. So I should have been using, like, the Mafia Don. This isn't a good fella. This is a bad fella. Why doesn't someone just step on this little creep so we can all go home? You're all thinking it. Say it. Order in this courtroom. Order, I say. Mr. Loita, please sit down. The reaction from the press is harsh. The headline of the New York Telegram has Sue Bee. The New York Post reads, Bees to humans, buzz off. And the Daily Variety reports, Studio dumps Loita project, slams door on unlawful entry 2. That evening in Vanessa's apartment. Well, I think that was awfully nice of that bear to pitch in like that. Oh, so they had a deal going. I'm telling you, I think that jury's on our side. Are we doing everything right? Legally? I'm a florist. Right. He raised a glass. Well, here's to a great team. To a great team. They toast and Ken enters the apartment. Well, hello. Oh, Ken. Hello. I didn't think you were coming. No, I was just a little late. I tried to call, but the battery... I didn't want all this to go to waste, so I called Barry. Luckily, he was free. Yeah. Oh, that was lucky. Well, there's still a little left. I could heat it up. Yeah, heat it up. Sure, whatever. Ken glares at Barry as Barry cuts his food. So, I hear you're quite the tennis player. I'm not much for the game myself. I find the ball a little grabby. That's where I usually sit. Right there. Ken, Barry was looking at your resume and he agreed with me that eating with chopsticks isn't really a special skill. You think I don't see what you're doing? Hey, look, I know how hard it is at trying to find the right job. We certainly have that in common. Do we? Well, bees have 100% employment, of course, but we do jobs like taking the crud out. That's just what I was thinking about doing. Ken reaches for a knife, but pushes it off the table. He bends down to pick it up. Ken, I let borrow Barry your razor for his fuzz. I hope that was all right. Ken hits his head on the table as he straightens back up, then presses the apple cider bottle against his temple to soothe it. I'm going to go drain the old stinger. That is not anatomically correct. Yeah, you do that. Barry flies a couple of loops in the air in front of Ken as he heads to the bathroom, causing Ken to shake the bottle and get cider in his eyes.
Barry grabs a small section of Variety magazine as he goes. Ken slaps his head, accidentally hitting his bruise. Huh, look at that. Tears a small corner off the Variety magazine as he goes in. As Barry finishes up and washes his hands, because apparently water is okay if it's done that way, Ken enters carrying a large magazine. You know, I've just had it with your little mind games. What's that? Italian Vogue. He curls the magazine tight. Mamma mia, that's a lot of pages. It's a lot of ads. Remember what Van said? Why is your life any more valuable than mine? That's funny. I can't seem to recall that. He whacks Barry with the magazine, but he misses and knocks everything off the vanity. He grabs a can of air freshener. I think something stinks in here. He sprays at Barry. I love the smell of flowers. Yeah, how do you like the smell of flames? He lights the stream. Not as much. Ah! Barry flies in a circle. Ken trying to stay with him spins in place. There are flames outside the bathroom door. Ken slips on the Italian Vogue, falls backward into the shower, and pulling down the shower curtain as he goes. The can hits him on the head, followed by the shower curtain rod and the rubber duck. Why is someone using a rubber duck in a shower? I don't know. Ken reaches back, grabs the handheld shower head, and whips around looking for Barry. There's a water bug near the drain.
Water bug, nothing sides.
Barry is on the toilet tank. He comes out from behind a shampoo bottle wearing a chapstick cap as a helmet. Ken, look at me. I'm wearing a chapstick hat. This is pathetic. Ken is turning the hand shower nozzle from gentle to turbo to lethal. Wow, what company is putting lethal on their shower head? I've got issues. You don't say. Ken fires the water at Barry, knocking him into the toilet. The items from the vanity, an emery board, lipstick, eye curler, etc. are on the toilet seat. Ken looks down at Barry. Well, a royal flush. You're bluffing. Am I? Ken flushes the toilet handle and Barry screams and starts circling the drain. He reaches out and grabs the emery board and starts riding it like a surfboard. Barry steers the wave out of the toilet bowl and splashes Ken in the face. Surf's up, dude. Ew, poo water. Woohoo! He lands on the toilet seat. That bowl is pretty gnarly. Except for those dirty yellow rings. Ken picks up the toilet brush and prepares to swing down on Barry, but Vanessa bursts through the door and interrupts.
Kenneth, what are you doing?
You know what? I don't even like honey. I don't eat it.
We need to talk. He's just a little bee, and he happens to be the nicest bee I've met in a long time.
Long time? What are you talking about? Are there other bugs in your life? You know, Ken, that's a very fair question right now.
No, but there are other things bugging me in life, and you're one of them.
Fine. Talking bees, no yogurt night. My nerves are fried from riding on this emotional roller coaster.
Goodbye, Ken.
Ugh.
Phew.
Ken exits, then re-enters frame. And for your information, I prefer sugar-free artificial sweeteners made by man.
I'm sorry about all that.
Ken re-enters again. And I know it's got aftertaste. I like it. He leaves for the last time. I always felt there was some kind of barrier between Ken and me. I couldn't overcome it. Oh well.
Are you going to be okay for the trial tomorrow?
Oh, I believe Mr. Montgomery is about to be out of ideas. I have no idea what the heck this image is over here. This just happens to be on the fan wiki where I'm getting the script. That's really weird. Back in the courtroom, I would like to call Mr. Barry Benson B to the stand.
Now that's a good idea. You can really see why he's considered one of the very best lawyers.
Yeah. Mr. Gamble, Layton's assistant.
Layton, we've gotta weave some magic with this jury, or it's gonna be all over.
Oh, don't worry, Mr. Gamble. The only thing I have to do to turn this jury around is to remind them of what they don't like about bees. You got the tweezers?
Are you allergic?
Only to losing, son. Only to losing. Mr. Benson B., I'll ask you what you think we'd... I'll ask you what I think we'd all like to know. What exactly is your relationship to that woman? He points to Vanessa. We're friends. Good friends? Yes. How good? What? Do you live together? Wait a minute, this isn't about, are you her little bedbug? Hey, that's not the kind of, I've seen a bee documentary or two. Now, from what I understand, doesn't your queen give birth to all the bee children in the hive? Yeah, but, so those aren't even your real parents. Oh, Barry. Yes, they are.
Hold me back.
You're an illegitimate bee, aren't you, Benson?
He's denouncing bees.
And don't y'all date your cousins?
Objection. I'm gonna pincushion this guy.
Adam escapes Vanessa's grasp and flies at Leighton. Leighton and Gamble wink to each other. Adam, don't, that's what he wants. Adam stinks his stinger into Leighton's. Bolded by this script, not me, ample rear. Then falls to the floor. Again, actual audio description from Netflix. Oh, I'm hit. Oh, lordy, I am hit.
Order, please.
The venom is coursing through my veins.
Mr. Montgomery.
I've been felled by a winged beast of destruction. You see, you can't treat them like equals. They're striped savages. Stinging's the only thing they know. It's their way. Adam, stay with me.
I can't feel my legs.
Take it easy. Oh, what angel of mercy will come forward to suck the poison from my heaving buttocks? Once again, this movie's line, not me. I will have order in this court. Order, please. Later, in a hospital bed, we see Adam recovering. The TV is on with a reporter saying, "The case of the honeybees versus the human race took a pointed turn against the bees yesterday when one of their legal teams stung Leighton T. Montgomery. Now here's Dawn with the 5-day. A nurse leads Barry, who is carrying a flower, hopefully a real one, to the room. Barry thanks the nurse as she leaves. We see Adam in the bed with an intravenous saline hooked up to an IV bag of honey. So we are now establishing that honey is literally in their veins. Okay. Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Is there much pain?
Yeah.
He taps a medical button.
I blew the whole case, didn't I?
Oh, it doesn't matter. The important thing is that you're alive. You could have died.
I'd be better off dead. Look at me.
He reveals a plastic sword sandwich with a... He reveals a plastic sword sandwich pick in place of his stinger.
I got it from the cafeteria. I got it from downstairs in a tuna sandwich. Look, there's still a little bit of celery on it.
What was that like to sting someone?
I can't explain it. It was all adrenaline and then ecstasy.
Oh, right then.
You think that was all a trap?
Of course. I'm sorry. I flew us right into this. What were we thinking? Look at us. We're just a couple of bugs in this world.
What do you think the humans will do to us if they win?
I don't know.
I hear they put roaches in motels. That doesn't sound so bad.
Adam, they check in, but they don't check out.
Oh my.
Smoke wafts in, and Adam begins coughing.
Say, you get a nurse to close that window.
Why?
The smoke. Bees don't smoke.
Right. Bees don't smoke. Bees don't smoke, but some bees are smoking. Adam, that's it. That's our case.
It is? It's not over?
No. Get up. Get dressed. I've got to go somewhere. You get back to the court and stall. Stall any way you can. Back at court, Adam holds an origami boat.
And assuming you've done step 29 correctly, you're ready for the tub.
Everyone in the courtroom has folded their own origami boat. How cooperative of them. Mr. Flayman?
Yes, Your Honor.
Where is the rest of your team?
Well, Your Honor, it's interesting. You know, bees are trained to fly kind of haphazardly, and as a result, quite often we don't make very good time. I actually heard a pretty funny story about a bee.
Leighton,
rolling forward in a giant baby walker with a neck brace on. Your Honor, haven't these ridiculous bugs taken up enough of this court's valuable time? How much longer are we going to allow these absurd shenanigans to go on? They have presented no compelling evidence to support their charges against my clients, who all have run perfectly legitimate businesses. I move for a complete dismissal of this entire case. Mr. Flamen, I'm afraid I'm going to have to consider Mr. Montgomery's motion.
But you can't. We have a terrific case.
Where's your proof? Where's the evidence? Show me the smoking gun. Barry bursts through the courtroom doors. Hold it. Your Honor, you want a smoking gun? Here's your smoking gun. Vanessa enters, presenting a bee smoker.
What is that?
It's a bee smoker. What's this? This harmless little contraption? This couldn't hurt a fly, let alone a bee. Leighton waves the bee smoker around, and the gases pour out towards the bees in the gallery, causing them all to collapse. Members of the jury, look at what has just happened to the bees who have never been asked, smoking or non. Is this what nature intended for us? To be forcibly addicted to these smoke machines in a man-made wooden slat work camps, living out our lives as honey slaves to the white man? A black lawyer moves away from his white partners.
What are we going to do?
He's playing the species card. Ladies and gentlemen, please, free these bees. Free the bees. Free the bees. Free the bees. Free the bees. The court finds in favor of the bees. Vanessa, we won!
Yay! I knew you could do it. High five. Oh, sorry.
I'm okay. Vanessa, do you know what this means? All the honey is finally going to belong to the bees. Now we won't have to work so hard all the time. This is an unholy perversion of the balance of nature, Benson. You'll regret this. Reporters crowd Barry. Barry, how much honey do you think is out there? Right, all right, one at a time. Barry, who are you wearing? My sweater is Ralph Lauren, and I have no pants.
What if Mr. Montgomery is right?
What do you mean?
We've been living the bee way a long time. 27 million years.
Later, during a montage. Congratulations on your victory. What are you going to demand as a settlement? First, we're going to demand a complete shutdown of all bee work camps. Then we want back the honey that was ours to begin with. Every last drop. We demand an end to the glorification of the bear as anything more than a filthy, smelly, big-headed, bad-breath stink machine. Wow, that doesn't seem very nice. I believe we're all aware of what they do in the woods. A sniper aims at Winnie the Pooh holding a pot of honey. That got dark real fast. Oh my. Wait for my signal. Take him out. A tranquilizer dart hits the bear. He'll have nausea for a few hours, then he'll be fine. We will no longer tolerate bee-negative nicknames. Agents arrest Sting. It's just a prance-about stage name. Unnecessary inclusion of honey in bogus health products and la-di-da human tea-time snack garnishments. Agents arrest an old woman drinking tea, pinning her down. I can't breathe. Editor's note, oh god, wait, this came out in 2007. Bring it in, boys. Hold it right there. Good. Tap it. Oh no, don't tell me that Oh no. This is, okay. We've hit a bit of a problem, folks. Oh, so it restarts. That's so weird. Just, it stops having who's saying the lines there. Give me a minute. I know one other place that has the script. Aw, so this isn't going to have the snarky commentary anymore. Boo, I'm just going to have to do more. Alright, so here it is. Bring it in, boys. Hold it right there. Good. Tap it. Tons of honey is being pumped into the hive storage. Honey overflows from the cup.
Mr. Boswell, we've just passed 3 cups, and there's 3 gallons more coming. I think we need to shut down.
Shut down? We never shut down. Shut down the honey production. Stop making honey. All the bees leave their stations. 2 bees run into a room and put their keys into a machine. Turn your key, sir. The 2 workers dramatically turn their keys, which opens the button which they press, shutting down the honey-making machines. This is the first time that this has ever happened.
What do we do now?
Flash forward in time, and a bee is about to jump into a pool full of honey. Cannonball! The bee gets stuck in the honey, and we get a short montage of bees leaving work. You see the pollen jocks flying, but one of them gets a call on his antenna. We're shutting down production. Mission abort. Aborting pollen and nectar detail, returning to base. The pollen jocks fly back to the hive. We get a time-lapse of Central Park slowly wilting away as all the bees relax. Adam, you wouldn't believe how much honey was out there.
Oh yeah?
What's going on? Where is everybody? The entire street is deserted. Are they out celebrating?
They're home. They don't know what to do. Laying out, sleeping in. I heard your Uncle Carl was on his way to San Antonio with a cricket.
At least we got our honey back.
Sometimes I think, so what if humans liked our honey? Who wouldn't? It's the greatest thing in the world. I was excited to be part of making it. This was my new desk. This was my new job. I wanted to do it really well, and now I can't.
Flash forward in time, and Barry is talking to Vanessa. I don't understand why they're not happy. I thought their lives would be better. They're doing nothing. It's amazing. Honey really changes people. Oh, it's an allegory for money, I guess?
You don't have any idea what's going on, do you?
What do you want to show me? Vanessa takes Barry to the rooftop where they had first eaten coffee and points to her store.
This.
She points to the flowers. They're all gray and wilting. What happened here?
That is not the half of it.
Small flash forward in time, and Barry and Vanessa are on the roof of her store, and she points to Central Park. You see that Central Park is no longer green and colorful. Rather, it is gray, brown, and dead-like. It's very depressing to look at. Oh no. Oh my. They're all wilting.
Doesn't look very good, does it?
No.
And whose fault do you think that is?
Oh wow, Vanessa, that's kind of a, no pun intended, pointed question. You know, I'm gonna guess bees.
Bees?
Staring at Barry. Specifically me. I didn't think bees not needing to make honey would affect all these things.
It's not just flowers. Fruits, vegetables, they all need bees.
That's our whole SAT test right there.
Take away produce, that affects the entire animal kingdom. And then, of course,
the human species? So if there's no more pollination, it could all just go south here, couldn't it?
I know this is also partially my fault.
How about a suicide pact? Wow, that's dark. Wow, that's dark. This is a kid's movie, come on.
How do we do it?
I sting you, you step on me?
That just kills you twice.
Right.
Listen, Barry. Sorry, but I gotta get going.
Vanessa leaves. I had to open my big mouth and talk. Vanessa, why are you leaving? Where are you going? Vanessa is getting into a taxi.
To the final tournament of Roses parade in Pasadena. They moved it to this weekend because all the flowers are dying. It's the last chance I'll ever have to see it.
Vanessa, I just want to say I'm sorry. I never meant it to turn out like this.
I know. Me neither.
The taxi starts to drive away. Tournament of Roses. Roses can't do sports. Wait a minute. Roses. Roses? Roses! Vanessa! Barry flies after the taxi. Roses?
Barry?
Barry's flying outside the window of the taxi.
Roses are flowers. Yes, they are.
Flowers, bees, pollen.
I know. That's why this is the last parade.
Maybe not. Could you ask him to slow down?
Could you slow down?
The taxi driver screeches to a stop, and Barry keeps flying forward.
Barry!
He flies into the back window. Okay, I made a huge mistake. This is a total disaster, all my fault.
Yes, it kind of is.
I've ruined the planet. I wanted to help you with the flower shop. I made it worse.
Actually, it's completely closed down now.
I thought maybe you were remodeling, but I had another idea, and it's greater than all my previous ideas combined.
I don't want to hear it.
Wow, Vanessa, I mean, you went along with this. That's a really abrupt character shift. All right, they have the roses. The roses have the pollen. I know every bee, plant, and flower bud in this park. All we gotta do is get what they've got back here with it, and with that, we've got it. Bees. Park, pollen, flowers, repollination. Across the nation, Tournament of Roses, Pasadena, California. They've got nothing but flowers, floats, and cotton candy. Security will be tight. I have an idea. Flash forward in time. Vanessa is about to board a plane which has all the roses on board. Oh, I suppose they have to ship them somehow. Vanessa Bloom, FTD, holds out badge. Official floral business. It's real.
Sorry, ma'am. Nice brooch.
Thank you. It was a gift. Barry is revealed to be hiding inside the brooch. Flashback in time to Barry and Vanessa discussing their plan. Once inside, we just have to pick the right float. How about the princess and the pea? I could be the princess and you could be the pea. Yes, I've got it. Where should I sit?
What are you?
I believe I'm the pea.
The pea?
It goes under the mattress.
Not in this fairy tale, sweetheart. I'm getting the marshal.
You do that. This whole parade's a fiasco. Let's see what this baby'll do. Vanessa drives the float through traffic. Oh, apparently they're already there and in the float. This version of the script doesn't have as much... Well, to be fair, the other didn't have much narration either. Hey, what are you doing? Then all we have to do is blend in with traffic without arousing suspicion. Once at the airport, there's no stopping us. Flash forward in time, and Barry and Vanessa are about to get on a plane. Stop! Security! You and your insect pack your float. Yes. Has it been in your possession the entire time? Yes. Would you remove your shoes? And then to Barry. Remove your stinger. It's part of me. I know, just having some fun. Enjoy your flight. Barry piloting with Vanessa. Then if we're lucky, we'll have just enough pollen to do the job. Flash forward in time, and Barry and Vanessa are flying on the plane. Can you believe how lucky we are? We have just enough pollen to do the job. I think this is gonna work. It's got to work.
Attention passengers, this is Captain Scott. We have a bit of bad weather in New York. It looks like we'll be experiencing a couple hours delay.
Barry, these are cut with flowers with no water. They'll never make it. I've got to get up there and talk to them. Be careful. Barry flies right outside the cockpit door. Can I get help with the Sky Mall magazine? I'd like to order the talking inflatable nose and ear hair trimmer. The flight attendant opens the door and walks out, and Barry flies into the cockpit unseen. Captain, I'm in a real situation.
What did you say, Hal?
Nothing. Scott notices Barry and freaks out. Bee! No, don't freak out. My entire species. Captain Scott gets out of his seat and tries to suck Barry into a handheld vacuum. What are you doing? Barry lands on Hal's hair, but Scott sees him. He tries to suck up Barry, but instead sucks up Hal's toupee. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. I'm an attorney. Hal doesn't know Barry is on his head. Who's an attorney? Don't move. Scott hits Hal in the face with the vacuum in an attempt to hit Barry. Hal is knocked out, and he falls onto the life raft button, which launches an inflatable boat into Scott, who gets knocked out and falls to the floor. They are both unconscious. Oh, Barry. On intercom with Southern accent. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, passengers. This is your captain. Would Miss Vanessa Bloom in 24B please report to the cockpit? Vanessa looks confused. And please hurry. Vanessa opens the door and sees the life raft and the unconscious pilots. What happened here? I tried to talk to them, but then there was a dustbuster, #not sponsored, a toupee, a life raft exploded. Now that one's bald, that one's in a boat, and they're both unconscious. Is that another bee joke? No one's flying the plane. Through radio on plane.
This is JFK Control Tower, Flight 356. What's your status?
This is Vanessa Bloom. I'm a florist from New York.
Where's the pilot?
He's unconscious. So is the co-pilot.
Not good. Is there anyone on board with flight experience?
As a matter of fact, there is.
Who's that?
Barry Benson.
From the honey trial? Oh, great.
Vanessa, this is nothing more than a big metal bee. It's got giant wings, huge engines. I can't fly a plane. Why not? Isn't John Travolta a pilot? Yes. How hard could it be? Vanessa sits down and flies for a little bit, but we see lightning clouds outside the window. Wait, Barry, we're headed into some lightning. An ominous lightning storm looms in front of the plane. We're now watching the B News.
This is Bob Bumble. We have some late-breaking news from JFK Airport, where a suspenseful scene is developing. Barry Benson, fresh from his legal victory,
That's Barry.
is attempting to land a plane loaded with people, flowers, and an incapacitated flight crew. Janet? Oh, wait a minute. Flowers? The scene switches to the human news. Reporter talking with Bob Bumble. We have a storm in the area and 2 individuals at the controls with absolutely no flight experience. Just a minute. There's a bee on that plane. I'm quite familiar with Mr. Benson and his no-account compadres. They've done enough damage. But isn't he your only hope? Well, technically, a bee shouldn't be able to fly at all. Their wings are too small. Haven't we heard that a million times? Didn't we say that at the beginning of this movie? The surface area of the wings and the body mass make no sense. Get this on the air. Got it. Stand by, we're going live. Barry through radio on TV. The way we work may be a mystery to you. Making honey takes a lot of bees doing a lot of small jobs, but let me tell you something about a small job. If you do it well, it makes a big difference, more than we realize. To us, to everyone. That's why I want to get bees back to working together. That's the bee way. We're not just made of jello. We've got to get behind a fellow, black and yellow. Hello! The scene switches and Barry is teaching Vanessa how to fly. Left, right, down, hover. Hover? Forget hover. This isn't so hard, pretending to honk the horn. Beep, 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 beep. A lightning bolt hits the plane and the autopilot turns off. Barry, what happened? Wait, I think we were on autopilot the whole time. That may have been helping me. And now we're not. So it turns out I cannot fly a plane. The plane plummets, but we see Lou Diva and the pollen jocks, along with multiple other bees flying toward the plane. Oh, I remember this scene. Physics be damned. All of you who get behind this fellow, move out, move it out, move out. The scene switches to Vanessa and Barry in the plane. Our only chance is if I do what I do. You copy me with the wings of the plane. Barry sticks out his arms like an airplane and flies in front of Vanessa's face. Don't have to yell. I'm not yelling. We're in a lot of trouble. It's very hard to concentrate with that panicky tone in your voice. It's not a tone, I'm panicking. I can't do this. Barry slaps Vanessa. Vanessa, pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it. Vanessa slaps her. You snap out of it. 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 We see all the pollen jocks are flying under the plane. You snap out of it. 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 Hold it. Why? Come on, it's my turn. How is the plane flying? The plane is now safely flying. I don't know. Barry's antenna rings like a phone, and Barry picks it up. Hello? Benson, we've got any flowers for a happy occasion in there? All of the pollen jocks are carrying the plane. Like I said, physics be damned. The pollen jocks. They do get behind a fellow. Black and yellow. Hello. All right, let's drop this tin can on the blacktop. Where? I can't see anything. Can you? No, nothing. It's all cloudy. Come on. You've got to think bee, Barry. Thinking bee. Thinking bee. On the runway, there are millions of bees laying on their backs. Thinking bee. Thinking bee. Thinking bee. Wait a minute. I think I'm feeling something. What? I don't know. It's strong, pulling me. Like a 27-million-year-old instinct. Bring the nose down. Thinking bee. Thinking bee. Thinking bee. Control tower operator. That should be bolded. What in the world is on the tarmac? Get some lights on that. It's revealed that all the bees are organized into a giant pulsating flower formation. But now I forget if it's actually raining at this point in the film or not, because we established really early on that rain is fatal to bees, and they were just going through a lightning storm, so maybe it wasn't raining, maybe it was just lightning, because that can happen. Thinking bee, thinking bee, thinking bee. Vanessa, aim for the flower. Okay. Cut the engines. We're going to be in on bee power. Ready, boys? Affirmative. Good, good. Easy now. That's it. Land on the flower. Ready? Full reverse. Spin it around. The plane's nose is pointed at the flower painted on a nearby plane. Not that flower. The other one.
Which one?
That flower! The plane is now pointed to a fat guy in a flowered shirt. He freaks out and tries to take a picture of the plane.
I'm aiming at the flower.
That's a fat guy in a flowered shirt. I mean the giant pulsating flower made of a million bees. The plane hovers over the bee flower. Pull forward, nose down, tail up, rotate it.
This is insane, Barry.
This whole movie is insane, Vanessa. That's the only way I know how to fly. Am I cuckoo-ca-choo, or is this plane flying an insect-like pattern? The plane is unrealistically hovering and spinning over the bee flower, as if everything that wasn't happening prior to this wasn't unrealistic, and they now feel the need to put this in the script. Get your nose in there. Don't be afraid. Smell it. Full reverse. Just drop it. Be a part of it. Aim for the center. Now just drop in. Drop it in, woman. Come on already. The bees scatter, and the plane safely lands.
Barry, we did it. You taught me how to fly.
Yes! Oh, no. Go back. Vanessa is about to high-five Barry. No high-five!
Right. Barry, it worked. Did you see the giant flower?
What giant flower? Where? Oh, of course I saw the giant flower. That was genius!
Thank you.
But we're not done yet. Listen, everyone. This runway is covered with the last pollen from the last flowers available on Earth. That means this is our last chance. We're the only ones who make honey, pollinate flowers, and dress like this. If we're gonna survive as a species, this is our moment. What do you say? Are we going to be bees, or just a Museum of Natural History keychain? We're bees! Bees who like keychains. Keychain! Then follow me, accept keychain. Hold on, Barry. Here, you've earned this. Yeah, I'm a pollen jock, and it's a perfect fit. All I gotta do are the sleeves. The pollen jocks throw Barry a nectar collecting gun. Barry catches it. Oh yeah.
That's our Barry.
Here Comes the Sun starts playing. I would play it, but then I'd get DMCA'd. Barry and the pollen jocks get pollen from the flowers on the plane. Flash forward in time and the pollen jocks are flying over New York City. Barry pollinates the flowers in Vanessa's shop and then heads to Central Park.
Mom, the bees are back.
Adam, putting on his Krellman hat. If anybody needs to make a call, now's the time. I've got a feeling we'll be working late tonight. The bee honey factories are back up and running. Meanwhile, at Vanessa's shop,
here's your change. Have a great afternoon. Can I help? Who's next? Would you like some honey with that? It's bee approved. Don't forget these.
There's a room in the shop where Barry does legal work for other animals. He's currently talking with a cow. Milk, cream, cheese. Milk, cream, cheese, it's all me, and I don't see a nickel. Sometimes I just feel like a piece of meat. I had no idea.
Barry, I'm sorry. Do you have a moment?
Could you excuse me? My mosquito associate will help you. Sorry I'm late. He's a lawyer too? Ma'am, I was already a blood-sucking parasite. All I needed was a briefcase. Heh heh. Lawyer jokes.
Have a great afternoon. Barry, I just got this huge tulip order and I can't get them anywhere.
No problem, Venny. Just leave it to me.
You're a lifesaver, Barry. Can I help? Who's next?
All right, scramble jocks. It's time to fly.
Thank you, Barry.
Ken walks by on the sidewalk and sees the bee-approved honey in Vanessa's shop. That bee is living my life.
Let it go, Kenny.
When will this nightmare end?
Let it all go.
Beautiful day to fly. Sure is. Between you and me, I was dying to get out of that office. Barry recreates the scene from the beginning of the movie where he flies through the box kite, the movie fades to black, and the credits begin. Here Comes the Sun stops playing, Thinking Bee plays over the credits, and after the credits, no one can be seen, but the characters can be heard talking over the credits. You have to start thinking bee, my friend. Thinking Bee. Me? Thinking Bee, apparently a song called Thinking Bee ends, as Barry interrupts. Hold it. Let's just stop for a second. Hold it. I'm sorry, everyone. Can we stop here? Oh, Barry. I'm not making a major life decision during a production number. All right, take 10, everybody. Wrap it up, guys. I had virtually no rehearsal for that. Kind of like me, with no rehearsal for this script reading, and I see no next button, so that tells me that we are done. This is, and has been, the Bee Movie, brought to you by Vtuber Talk.